Hello, good afternoon. We're in Prospect Park. We're going to hear some words of wisdom from the eminent biblical scholar and Jacob Gluck. He also lectures at Cholent and at Footsteps, Ancient Israelite History. We're going to hear a nice Torah insight on the Parsha.
Thank you so much for the introduction. Okay, this week's portion is בחוקותי, my statutes. I should stay forward? Okay. So the question is like this. There's a term in the portion. It says, Telshu imi b'keri. There are several levels of punishment. So the Torah says, if you disobey my commandments, then this will happen. If you continue, if you are stubborn, then I will ratchet it up a notch. So it'll get worse. And then once more. And then again. So there's like 4 or 5 different levels of punishment. So my question is, what does it mean in Telshu imi b'keri? If you walk with me with keri. Now nobody knows exactly what that means. Now some translations say b'keri casualness, capriciousness perhaps, if you want to rephrase. And I don't know what it means exactly. Nobody is actually defining it. I mean, they can translate it, but they cannot interpret it. Like, what do they mean, walking with God and casualness? And personally, I believe, I came up with it dawned on me a very interesting pshat 2 or 3 days ago, which I want to share with you right now. Okay, now first of all, I want to preface this by saying that the word keri seems to be a result from a Mishnaic term, akrai, which means extemporaneous, right? It's an adverb usually. Usually you would say something is done ba'akrai. So it seems to be more of a Mishnaic construction. It is not present, to my knowledge. I cannot find it in the Hebrew Bible. All right. In other words, yeah, we have the root kuf reish hey or kuf reish alone because the hey is a weak consonant. So that appears very abundantly in the Bible, of course. But it means call, invoke. Sometimes it means to meet, which is similar to the concept of calling upon, right? Because calling is an act of communication, an act of communing with someone. So that I understand, but the connotation of casualness is not attested in the Hebrew Bible. And so, which brings me to what is attested, which is what I just said, which is to call. But there's another term which is kind of similar. It's associated with this kind of extended usage of this term, which is likras, okay? Against. Not against is the wrong term. Usually you would say somebody is yotzei likras, toward somebody, right? Somebody who emerges or who comes toward somebody, right? So, and the way it assumed this meaning is because it comes from calling. It's the same term. Kuf reish aleph is to call. So when somebody goes...
The word call in English means to meet someone, actually.
Right, so when somebody goes towards somebody, they're going to his calling. Literally, you say, likras, to his calling. In other words, that person is calling upon you, they want to meet you, and you're responding to their calling. So that's how it assumes this usage, this meaning. So now I'm getting to my point, which is mamish brilliant, and you're going to love this. So it goes like this. So God, there's a very common idiom to walk with God, right? God said, for example, to I think it's Abraham or one of the patriarchs. It says, "Hethalech lefonai ve'yethamim," walk before me, right? Walk in my presence. And there's also the verse in Parshas Noach, which says, right, Es ha Elohim hishalech Noach. Noach walked with God. So what does this mean? Well, it means that life is like a journey, right? And the gods are, of course, all powerful. They're perfect. They can ward off any enemy. Okay, walking on a highway is a dangerous act. So when you're walking with God. What that means is that you're protected. You have a patron in your journey. So if somebody starts up with you, they're starting up with your God, and they're going to get their comeuppance. So that's not going to work. So that's the concept of Hisalech Lefonai, meaning trust in me, worship me, be my servant, be my people, right? And then I will protect you. So that's the concept of walking with God. You have somebody strong with you constantly that's protecting you. And so, right. And so when it says "Alachtem imi b'keri" means you're walking against God. That's what b'keri means. Alachtem imi b'keri, meaning you're not walking alongside me, but you're at cross purposes with me.
Perpendicular.
Cross purposes. So it's the opposite of hitalech lefanai, or what's the other term of lehitalech im, right? Here it's lehitalech imi b'keri, meaning against, contrary. Okay, that's the best translation. Im telchu imi b'keri, if you will walk with me in a contrarian manner. Okay, that's how I would translate it. So in other words, you're not. What it means is you're not submitting yourself to my will and to my. You're not completely trusting in me. Okay, the exact meaning I'm not exactly sure about. Whether it's not trusting or not submitting to my will, it could be some blend of the two. But either way, the idea here is that you're at cross purposes with God. Okay, that's it.
Thank you, Jacob.
How'd you like?